Yo guys, welcome to a video today, and so we're going to be a video on how to play or how to download PCSX2. So PCSX2 is a PS2 emulator. I said that really fast, but we'll just go on with it anyway because it's taking like 4 takes, so we're just going to go through with it. So this is PCSX2. Well, this isn't PCSX2 because this is me. This is PCSX2. Let me turn my camera on. I'm also going to use a trackpad on thing because my mouse has decided it doesn't want to work. That's also the wrong fucking that's my streaming one. This is my YouTube one. There we go. So this is PCSX2. So you're going to want to download PCSX2. Now you want to download the stable one, not the nightly one. And you're going to download the Windows one. Well, it depends on what you're on. You can download the installer or you can just download it. So I'd rather just download it instead of the installer, but yeah. When you have done that, you are then going to make sure that you also have downloaded your, get rid of this ad, make sure you go to a website where you can download the PS2 BIOS. Just make sure that you download it from a safe website and you should be good. Now, if you go to this website here, which I will link in the description below, which is retrostick.com, do not click this download button because this is an ad. Click this download button. Here's download PCSX2 PlayStation 2 BIOS, PS2 BIOS. Make sure you download this one here in blue. If you download this one, you'll download nothing. It's an ad. And don't download this one because it's not. These two aren't real. This one is. So just in case, I've seen a lot of people talk about like, oh, I downloaded this thing, but it didn't work. That's because I've seen a lot of people make that mistake. So yeah. And then when you've downloaded that as well, make sure you also download a game. To find, and my favorite website to go to is romsfun.com, and also game. Is it Rom? Emulate? There's another one I like going to as well. But yeah, so when you've gone to ROMs Fun, you'll be straight at this like homepage. Just click on ROMs and then scroll down to PS2, and then you'll find all your PS2 games. I have both of these games, God of War 1 and God of War 2. I also have GTA San Andreas. I also have SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. So you're going to want to download a game. So I'll just load a game that I already have installed. So say anyone wants to play Ben 10, what's it called? Ben 10 Protector of Earth. All right. You can actually search it up as well, I believe. If you click home, yeah, you can search it up. So if we click Ben 10 Protect, and you can see Protector of Earth, which is right here. Download it. Make sure you download the PS2 one. Make sure when you click on it, that's so you can see that's PSP. That's DS. Don't I download DS one because DS one is not good. That is the PSP one as well. So I guess this one's the PS2 one. This is the PS2 one. So make sure you download the PS2 one. And make sure that it does obviously say here console PS2, and then you can download the emulator if you don't have it. Make sure you downloaded it. And when you've downloaded it, obviously it'll be all in your downloads folders, which I'm gonna have to brave show my downloads folder. Everything here should be fine. Yep. So yeah. So you can see. Well, I'll show you where mine is. Mine is here. So my Ben 10 Protector of Earth is right here. Now you'll see the disk image file right here, which is about 3 gigabytes. So what you're going to do is when you basically launch the launcher, which I can't do because I've already done that, you'll see like a setup thing where it'll basically ask you to add the BIOS. Now if it says to add the BIOS, add the BIOS. Make sure you download now, I do want to say this super quick because some people don't do this. I believe you have to download. I would say download the US one. Now you can download the European one, but I would rather download the US one. The reason why is because I believe if you download, depending on the BIOS, I believe if you download a ROM that's from a different country, a copy of a ROM that's from a different country. So if you're playing on like a European one, but you download a US ROM, I believe it's region locked, so it won't let you play it. But yeah. But anyway, when you've done that, it'll actually also add a game, so you can then add a game. Now you won't see it like how I'm seeing it. You won't see it like this. Like you can see, obviously here I've got Ben 10 Protector of Earth, which is right here. Ben 10 Cosmic Destruction. God of War 1, which I'm doing a video series of at the moment. God of War 2, which I'm gonna do a video series on. GTA San Andreas, The Incredibles, Rayman 3, all 3 Spider-Man games. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain, and SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. So, when you've added a game, you'll probably just see it in a list like this. It'll probably be in a long list like this. Now, I don't like this list because it's bare and barren. There's also a lot of American flags, so because they're all US copies. So because I'm running off a US BIOS. So yeah. So when you have basically added a game, you can also add an image. To download the image, and then you want to right click on the app, and then click on set cover image. Make sure you download the picture first, and then you can add it, and you can see. And the reason why I add it is it just makes it so much easier to see all my games. And when you've done that, you also then want to go to your settings and your controllers. Now you can use a PS4 controller. You do not need. I thought originally you would need DS4 Windows. Found out you do not need DS4 Windows. Yeah, you also can go here and just make sure, because this will all be set up to, this here will all be set up to keyboard and mouse controls. So make sure when you go in here, you set up, I believe it's like that anyway, make sure you set up your controls, and then when you have set up your controls, you also want to make sure that you go to your settings, go to graphics. These are just a few things you want to set up just so it looks really nice, and so yeah. Now obviously you'll be playing a PS2 games, which are not known for their graphics. Well, at the time they were known for their graphics, but nowadays the graphics are just there. The graphics nowadays are quite mid, but the graphics then were pretty good. What do achievements do? Enable achievements. Sure, fuck it, fine. Achievements, yeah, sure. So anyway, graphics. Here you can see, obviously, make sure you add a few things. With your aspect ratio will be automatically set to standard 4:3. Make sure you set it to widescreen 16:9 if you have obviously a widescreen, which you most likely do. Next, obviously, just leave this off. Leave most of these just as default. Make this bilinear, which is smooth. You can have it bilinear, which is sharp, but I'm just going to go with smooth. Your window aspect ratio is like that, PNG, if you call it, that's screenshot size, you need to worry about that. I believe the next one we need to go to is rendering. Not rendering. No, not rendering. Leave rendering. Turn off. No, keep all that the same actually. I think it's emulation next. I don't remember where the fuck it is. Oh no, interface. Is it interface? I think it's interface. Oh yeah, make sure you press start full screen, because if you want it to start full screen, enable that. It's not automatically enabled. If you don't do that, it won't thing. And also make sure you got double click toggles full screen, because you don't want to stay in full screen the entire time. That's so much shit. Next, we're going to go to, I don't know which one it is. No, not OSD. Nope. Shit. Which one was it? There was a setting that I remember I had to do, but I can't find it anymore. Fuck. There. Nope. Oh, you can have that on if you want to, but you don't need to. No, that's recording. We don't want that. Display. Nope. Where the fuck was the setting? Is it in BIOS? No, not BIOS. So when you add a BIOS, you'll have probably a ton of, when you download that BIOS, you'll have a ton of these different ones. You can change, though I'm just keeping mine as US because it's just easier. There was a setting somewhere. That's not. Where it. God, I can't find the setting anymore, which is really making me cry. Maybe because I'm in the wrong setting. It's like a way to be able to change your. What I was looking for was a setting to change your graphics card and shit. Or not graphics card, but to change like how it's running, because it's going to run off one thing. And I was going to say I would recommend, if you're running off an AMD graphics card, just keep it the same. But if you're running on a GeForce NVIDIA GeForce graphics card, like here you can see mine's a 1050. I've got my 1050, which is right there. You can see like here I've got my UHD hit graphics 630 and then my GeForce GTX 1050 right there. So yeah, which is what the current computer I'm using at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, when you've done that, that's fine. When you've done that, literally all you need to do now is just double tap it. It's going to ask you, if you've played it before, it's going to ask you if you want to play it again. I'm just going to click fresh boot. Hopefully it doesn't delete my saved progress. It shouldn't, but yeah. Because I believe this also does have auto. The emulator has auto saving. I hope. And when you've done that, it will start obviously to launch the game. Now I may get copyright claimed for this music that's about to play because it's literally the theme song of the Ben 10 show. But yeah. Now this is just for if you want to play Ben 10 or whatever. Okay, didn't know you say anything. This can be used for any game like God of War, just anything that you can download on a PS2. Now, I believe Buzz games are questionable, and Buzz games are questionable. SingStar games don't work, I don't think. I'm not sure if I'm actually searching if they are actually possible to work, though I don't entirely know. Is this about copyright? Is this a lot about copyright? Probably. But yeah, but basically, don't be careful, sorry. Well, do be careful, make sure you download the right thing, obviously. But, yeah, after you've done that, just have fun. Like, for sure, I can play the game, the options, subtitle, obviously. You can also, so if you literally want to do anything, literally just click escape, and then you'll see there's like a ton of things here. You can tell your frame rate, you can do a lot of things. You can change disk, which I'm not sure what that does. You can go straight into your settings from here, and you can change a lot of stuff. However, I don't obviously want to do that. What we are going to do is you can change your controls. Now, I'm going to do this, but don't judge my controls because I'm playing on a broken controller. Yeah. So, God, it brings me back to my childhood. So, continue. Mesa Thank God. So yeah, now I'm gonna make sure I curse this off the screen. But yeah, so that is basically how you do it. I'm gonna do this again while I'm thinking it. So, God, I'm surprised they actually play like the entire actual like main theme song of the show. If you guys don't know, he's a huge Ben 10 fan as a kid. But yeah, so let's get into it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please consider liking and subscribing. But I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, if there's any problems you have with the emulator or anything like that, just let me know in the comments, and I will definitely try my best to help you out. I do apologize I couldn't go like full in-depth show because I've already set it up and it won't let me set it up again. I don't exactly want to delete it, so yeah. But that's good. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.